After a month-long break, the Carvana PPA Tour is back to start the second half of the season. This is the O-Snap Denver Open, presented by Vizzy. The 13th stop on the Carvana PPA Tour, 11 more tournament stops to go this season. The Mile High City is showing off for us today with illustrious mountain views here from inside the Gates Tennis Center, which is our host for this 4-day tournament weekend. Here's the schedule. Singles taking place on Thursday, mixed doubles yesterday, which brings us to gender doubles on this beautiful Saturday afternoon, saving the best for last. The gold medal championship matches will be played on Sunday. Some storylines we're following today. Dave, Leigh Waters, she's always leading the headlines. The 16-year-old sensation looking for her 17th Triple Crown. What else are you watching for in this gender doubles day?
Well, good morning, Michelle. And Ben Johns just has won a preposterous 90 PPA titles. He's inching his way to the century mark. Will he get 1, 2, or 3 here? He's already in 2 finals. And the big story of today, the well-chronicled breakup of Matt Wright and Riley Newman. So Matt Wright is playing with a chip on his shoulder. He's got Dylan Frazier today. He made the mixed doubles final yesterday, so he will be playing tomorrow. And then the altitude is a factor. We played last night ourselves. It definitely affects the ball flight. And I also talked to a bunch of the players. It affects their lungs too, so getting adjusted to how you feel on the court is a factor in this beautiful setting.
5,320 feet above sea level. And as we introduce ourselves, before introducing the matchup, Michelle McMahon, Dave Fleming here with you in the booth. Thrilled to have you with us all afternoon. This matchup featuring Connor Garnett and Rob Cassidy playing together for the first time against Grant Bond and Etienne Blaskovich. First serve underway.
Point.
You had a chance, Dave, to catch up with some of these players.
So Grant Bond, the pride of Oklahoma, who now lives down in Texas. You see him in the white shirt there, playing with the Canadian Blaskovich with the drop to Cassidy. If we can just get a ball over to Garnett. There we go. There's the 4th member. And so Cassidy, the lefty, has that unique grip, a claw up on the paddle. You'll see that's a good look at him right there. So he will be diving. A lot of energy. He's a very entertaining player.
Point.
And Garnett had a terrific day yesterday. Got the bronze in mixed doubles with Etta Wright. Had never gotten out of the round of 32 in mixed. That is a wild swing. So he's feeling great about his game.
Also got the promotion to the premier level for his progression in doubles. We all knew his singles game was on the rise, to your point, Dave. Gets burned on the backside there, though.
Point. Two, 1, 2. Side out.
Side out. Bond and Blaskovich will take their 2 chances to serve, trailing by 1 to the 11th seed.
Second serve.
Cassidy all over the backhand. Blaskovich was ambitious.
To spin it up there, and he'll learn that Cassidy has some of the best counters in pro pickleball, always ready.
Side out.
How did the partnership of Garnett and Cassidy come together?
You know, it's you find out who's playing, who's not, and try and pair it up. I talked to Michelle Esquivel, who's spent a lot of time, obviously, with her man, Rob Cassidy, and she said, I hope they're out there playing some rec right now because they have never been on the court together. So, ta-da, here's the debut, and why not throw him on center, Michelle?
Point.
There you see with that claw grip, how he's able to hit literally a table tennis shot
3-1-2.
and use that forearm flick down the line. Really nice by Rob Cassidy right there.
Point.
Just back for Blaskovich. Big hitter.
Yes.
Not as fortuitous in these altitude conditions.
4-1-2.
Yeah, tougher to keep it in here when you are ripping it from the baseline. And there's Cassidy again.
Point.
Showing his bread and butter and what
Timeout
gets in this
receiver, 5-1-2.
partnership. I like is you've got the lefty, which means Connor Garnett all day is on the left side with that two-handed backhand. So nice for him to play with the lefty and off to a good start.
Yeah, if you're new here, just wait until you see that man's two-handed backhand on the fly. Surely it's coming up next.
Don't say I didn't warn you. You're gonna know my name. I know that you ain't ready. I'm not just anybody. I know that you ain't ready. You're gonna know my name. You're gonna know my name.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana, enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car and say hello to the new way at Carvana.
Nah, you cannot stop it. Quitting was never an option. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Back in action on center court, Connor Garnett. Back to serve on his side.
Time in. 5-1-2. Point.
And that's a classic just play in pickleball. If they are switching, they
6-1-2.
obviously want Blaskovich on the left side. If you return it right in front of him, he is going to get that ball blasted at him.
Ooh, just show. Called good. I was going to say, we warned you about that two-handed backhand of Connor Garnett. Started with it, finished it off, and now a 6-point lead for the 11 seed.
Yeah, this is not a scripted show, but it looked like it there.
Side
Yeah,
out.
and that was just a weird miss hit that found the court on the rally before that from Garnett.
1-7-1.
You'll definitely see them switch here.
That is a whip
Second serve.
of a backhand. He's so good at torquing that shot.
Yeah, so it's hip rotation that you see, and it is a lot of left hand. So it's
1-7-2.
literally like a left-handed forehand, obviously the right hand on the paddle as well. And he was doing
Side
that
out.
all day as well in mixed, seeing floating third sitting up there and taking
7-1-1.
advantage of that and putting the ball down in the mulch and getting winners.
Wow, there's the
Second serve.
counter-punching of Cassidy that time into the net. He's the second server on his side.
7-1-2.
7-1, 6-point lead.
They're going to switch and return it down the line, which gives Bond a chance to get into position.
Point.
Jeez, that backhand is wicked.
So where they got beat against Kovalova and Wright yesterday is they just didn't put the ball there, and it was a very smart
8-1-2.
strategic difference from other teams that gave him a chance to get that thing going.
Garnett and Etta Wright, a good partnership in the making, though. Their first time playing together. I'd be surprised to see them
At the
on
post.
tour.
Point. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I think there's a
ATP,
couple balls
what's
that
happening?
are maybe out
9-1-2.
here. I don't know what the decision was. That was close, and the ATP, are we challenging? 2 balls were right on or near the line, so there's some controversy here. Maybe they just called timeout. That might have grazed the post there too on the ATP. So
Cameron Blackwood telling us the ball hit the post.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Grant hit.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the angle change ever so slightly. So yeah, a lot of chaos over there. That is a thin post to hit. Unfortunately for Grant Bond, he hit that thin post.
There's no challenge here. Cameron Blackwood telling us Grant just decided to take a timeout after. Our current female pro on the sideline giving us insight and interviews from court level. That is a good look at Rob Cassidy. You mentioned the unique grip. He's also a prolific athlete. He is an ultimate Frisbee phenom. Played on the team in college, was introduced to pickleball in 2013, one of the great veterans of the sport.
Needs to get with Blaskovich, who has that in his background as well. These boys need to chuck a Frisbee around. Imagine how far it'll go in the altitude. I heard altitude goes both laterally and up in the air.
And where did you learn that, Dave?
By hitting balls wide yesterday, Michelle.
191.
Good look at the Canadian.
Point.
Sometimes you see the Ernie and then the ball doesn't travel deep enough for you to get there. And
291.
left in the net from Cassidy.
Second serve.
Yeah, Blaskovich and Bond have got to get to the line and then stop feeding the two-handed
292.
backhand of Garnett and grind and make Cassidy dink. Ball on the ground. They're not
I could
listening.
Watch that
Side out.
two-handed backhand all day for Connor Garnett.
And he agrees. He hopes you get to.
And as big of a swing as he takes on that backhand shot, he's still
921.
able to get his paddle back up quite quickly.
Yeah, and that'll be interesting in men's whether he is able to do what you're talking about, because in a quick hands
10-2-1.
battle, you cannot swing like that and expect to counter it back. But he's
Second
taking
serve.
it when the ball is up and attackable, and or off the bounce. So those two places you can swing away.
10-2-2.
And it's almost like an overhead opportunity for him. Game
Yeah.
point for Garnett and Cassidy. Wow.
Side
Rob
out.
Cassidy on the ground. Nobody's surprised there. Some good counter punching.
How did it take so long? Yeah, really good. Hanging in there by
2-10-1.
Blaskovich.
Point.
Grant Bond looking to get on a little bit of a run here. Down 7.
3-10-1.
First server on his side.
Oh, that would have been one of the
Second
best
serve.
windshield wiper digs. And what I mean by that is you take the backhand all the way across your body to the
3-10-2.
forehand side, trying to defend that ball down at your feet.
Beautiful
Side
angle
out.
from Rob Cassidy. Gets the serve back, and another game point on their side. This is the round
10-3-1.
of 32 first round matches.
Point. Game.
Saw that
11-3.
problem
Change
a
ends.
couple of times, and a very clean first game for Garnett and Cassidy.
Clean it was, and they take it 11-3. Garnett and his backhand in full force early this morning.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour.
To make it to the game, it takes dedication and training. To stay in the game, it takes grit and stamina. To win the game, it takes strategy and skill. You keep focus on your approach, drop, and champion shots, and we'll help you stay focused on your strength, flexibility, speed, and downtime. Having a sports medicine partner in your court is key to helping you make it to the game, stay in the game, and win the game. Select Medical is proud to be the exclusive provider of physical therapy of the PPA Tour.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like croquet.
Back on center court, the 11 seed running away with game one, an 11-3 scoreline there. This is the bottom half of the draw, the opposite end of Collin Johns and Ben Johns, the top seed, of course. Round of 32 players, 16 matches in the opening round being played right now. This is one of them. Garnett is playing with so much confidence to his game right now, Dave.
Yeah, it's just, flowed right out of the singles into a great mixed day with a great mixed partner in Etta Wright, and looking really sharp here to get the big day of men's and women's doubles going.
Side out.
So I'd expect a lot of balls, put it in the kitchen, on the ground. Cassidy, make him earn
0-0-1.
it. If you give him balls up in the air, the counters we've seen have been really good today.
What an angle from Cassidy. Bond took full advantage. Blaskovich there for the finish.
Yeah, and Garnett probably played an ATP that wasn't going to get
I was just going to say,
to
with
the
the foot
court.
wide.
1-0-1.
Bond and Blaskovich taking their first lead of the match early. Easy put away for Connor
Second
Garnett.
serve.
One hole down, one to go.
1-0-2. Point. Two 0-2. Second serve. Side out. Excuse me.
Bad luck there, but I do like that they've made the adjustment I was talking about, and seeing if they would go there is just keep Garnett out of it.
0-2-1.
As best you can, and make Rob Cassidy beat you at least early in the rallies.
There it is again.
So that's all set up by a very short return where then Garnett can dictate, and I love that he stepped in front there in the middle.
1-2-1.
When you have two forehands in the middle, sometimes that can be confusing, especially for a brand new partnership.
Second serve.
Like a player card photo out of that flying backhand
Yes.
still shot for Connor Garnett.
1-2-2.
who takes back the second serve on his side.
Yeah. Pickleball trading
Point.
cards are
That was out.
out there and more to come.
You have one of those, don't you?
I have one coming out later this year, which is really exciting.
2-2-2.
Hold on to that one. Gonna sell for millions on eBay one day.
Exactly right. There's some autographed ones too. Look out.
Point.
You mentioned the unique grip of Rob
3-2-2.
Cassidy. There's a good look at it,
Yeah,
despite
I'm sure
the
he'd be
miss.
thrilled we used
Yeah.
that example. But a great look at the claw grip that, and there he is getting, it's unreal how he gets down on one knee because he knows the shots are coming down. They're trying to get to his feet. Well, he doesn't let you get there. Watch him try and defend.
2-3-1.
Literally off the dirt.
Point.
So that's the other thing you can do. If Garnett is always going hard cross court with the two-handed back, and just sit there, I'll use his pace. Blaskovich did that very nicely right there.
Second serve.
And that's what the mixed doubles day looked like right there. Garnett jumping in front and then just encourage you to hit in the air quotes open court, and then here comes the flying two-handed backhand.
Especially with those forehands in the middle for Cassidy and Garnett.
3-3-1.
Good defense.
Second serve.
Didn't win the point. Bond and Blaskovich taking full advantage.
And Cassidy's sick of Garnett jumping in front of him, so he came, and that was the right play there. Just great hands on the other side. Very athletic point.
Love how low he gets on that defensive stance,
3-3-2.
like you just mentioned. So fun and entertaining to watch.
Yes.
Ooh.
Did that stay?
Yeah, it did. Just caught the baseline.
I can assure you that was not the shot he was trying to hit on the full gallop,
4-3-2.
but stayed in.
Enough topspin to sneak it just inside the baseline.
Side out.
Where should Bond and Blaskovich be targeting right now?
I mean, on the thirds, they need to drop it to the backhand of
3-4-1.
Cassidy and then literally grind the point and make him work.
Second serve.
So just, you don't need to hit a winner once they got established there, and that's what you want to do as the receiving team. Then look for something.
3-4-2. I'll recall. Okay, timeout servers.
You know, if
3-4-2.
you watch the Johns brothers later in today, they never look like they're in a hurry, and they earn the right to hit winners. So that's what you got to do here, and we will be right back with the rest of game number 2.
Well, Taylor Swift might be in town here in Denver, but that's not stopping the pickleball fans from showing up here at the Snap Denver Open for men's doubles.
Yep, but Bond and Blaskovich have got to shake it off right here and get going.
Time in. 3-4-2. Point.
Nice job by Grant Bond there.
4-4-2. Side out.
So they've had some chances. That ball was sitting there. You just
4-4-1.
want to punch that. A little too much of a swing paddle behind his body there for Blaskovich.
Rob Cassidy punches that one through to the middle.
You know, and it has been widely
5-4-1.
said, and including Ben Johns himself, that he thinks the best teams in the future of pickleball will be a righty-lefty combo for points just like that, where you've got two forehands in the middle that can dominate the center of the court.
6-4-1. Point.
What a counter from Connor Garnett on that backhand.
Boy, to go inside out there and keep it in and over the
7-4-1.
higher part of the net, that's impressive.
Second serve. Seven, 4-2. Side out.
So that's one of those where you're expecting Garnett to get that ball to bounce in the kitchen, so Cassidy goes flying forward and then goes,
4-7-1.
uh-oh, that thing is way up in the air.
Go, go, go.
What a lob from Blaskovich. Oh, would have been a crazy angle if Garnett could have pulled it off.
Yeah, so he turned into a singles player there, tracks down the overhead, or the lob, and then sees the overhead and is like, ooh, I got space.
5-7-1.
But, it was a blank space.
Smart lob choice, though, from Blaskovich, creating chaos.
Second serve.
Garnett gets the hold, forces the second serve.
Five, 7-2.
Bond speeds it up. Garnett counters just as quick.
Yeah, I like the way they have slowed the game down and made Cassidy and Garnett dink the ball, so that's why the scoreboard's a little closer.
Point.
Another point for Garnett and Cassidy pulling away here, up by 3. 3 points to seal the match.
8-5-1. Second serve.
Getting worked out what stay meant there.
8-5-2.
'Cause Cassidy wasn't sure where to go after he hit the drop.
Wow.
Point.
Great athleticism, just
I heard it skip before it went across the
wide,
line.
though.
You want to challenge
Yeah,
that?
it's actually short. He didn't get it back
Referee
to the
timeout.
court
It's a challenge
all
of
the
the out
way.
call.
As
The out call puts
Cassidy
us at
knew it was
9-5-2.
coming.
Proceed
They
to video review.
may have challenged that. It's going to be hard to see through Cassidy, who is down on the ground again, trying to defend that.
You were with us at all on Thursday or yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. You'll notice that here on the Carvana PPA
is
Tour,
being challenged.
our competitors have the ability to challenge the calls that are made on the court. Only on the Carvana PPA Tour, ladies and gentlemen, our competitors here on championship court and challenge the call made on the court. In this case, ladies and gentlemen, at 10.
I mean, I love the idea of when you know a defender on the other side is going to guard the line to bring it back the other way. So the direction of the shot from Blaskovich was absolutely right. The question is, did he get just enough of it to get it to the line? And it's the rare call of short that you will hear from players. Really close over there.
He had a good view of it, right? He's sitting right on top of the line.
Got Howard Hepworth, Mike Merriam, and Tony Jaden making the calls here.
Here comes the call from the referee booth. They're going to discuss the ramifications of the call, if they need to make any changes.
You get 2 timeouts, 2 challenges there for each game.
Yeah.
This is an incorrect challenge. They will lose the timeout.
There's Howard. Let's see what they saw.
After video review, the call stands. The ball was out.
Call
Result
stands.
of the lost challenge and the lost timeout. You have 0 timeouts, 0 challenges remaining. 2 timeouts remaining. We resume play at 9:52.
Give it up for video challenge.
Yes, sir.
Ball was indeed out.
9-5.
So
Yes.
momentum
Time in.
continuing on the side of the 11 seed,
9-5-2.
looking to make it through to the second round, 2 points away on Cassidy's serve. Wow, firefight going in favor of the 11 seed. Match point.
And that's Rob Cassidy at his best right there. Really well done.
10-5-2.
Oh, Connor Garnett was playing singles, backed up by Cassidy.
It's like, I want to walk off. I want to walk off. I want to walk off. I'm going to do it. Great job by Bond and
5-10-1.
Blaskovich saying, no, we're playing more.
They fight off 1 game match point.
The other change that started in this tournament, Michelle, was there isn't an extensive back draw. So
6-10-1.
if you lose in the first round, all teams that lose in the first round will play basically a mini tournament. But if you lose in the second round or
Second serve.
later,
You're
your
done.
day is over.
What do you think about that change?
I think it's good.
Yeah? What's the players'
6-10-2.
view of that?
It depends on the player that you ask, but there were a lot of players not playing in the back draw, and you'd see
Side out.
a bunch of defaults and so forth. So gives players that lose in the first round a chance to get more play in,
10-6-1.
get those reps that are so important, and then the rest of the teams know that you're fighting
Point.
for
Game,
the
match,
main
11-6.
draw.
And Connor Garnett, Rob Cassidy through to the second round. And to your point, Bond and Blaskovich will have 1 more try after losing in the first round to play their way through the limited back draw. And we will be back to talk things over with the winners with Cameron Blackwood on the other side of this break.
For many of us, we just charge ahead because planning for your future takes time. And right now, thinking about your financial future takes on new meaning. At Baird, our financial advisors have guided individuals and families to achieve their goals through every crisis evolution and groundbreaking idea for over 100 years. That's the difference between thinking you're ready for what lies ahead and knowing you've planned for it. Now that's different. Discover the Baird difference.
Gearbox introduces the all-new CX-14 Ultimate Power with SST Core. All-new power band technology, delivering controlled, effortless power. All technology, every
Check,
shot.
check. 1, 2, 3.
Play,
hard. For fun. To win. To live. Whatever your play, there's Penetrax Joint and Muscle Cream to let you play on. Deep penetrating relief without greasiness, irritation, or unpleasant odor. Inspired by nature and 100% guaranteed. Try Penetrax and play on.
Fans aplenty here at the OSNAP Denver Open. Connor Garnett and Rob Cassidy. A clean sweep over the 22 seed. They are on to the second round to face Travis Rettenmeyer and Steve Deacon. And now we welcome in the third member of our crew, Cameron Blackwood, checking in with the winners.
Thanks, Misha. Yes, a new partnership between these two. And Connor, because you were in the bronze medal match, you guys didn't have any time to warm up yesterday. This was the first time on court today. What was the discussion for strategy for today?
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing together in SoCal. I know Rob for a while, so we've got a groove going, and it came out first match, felt good, and just had some fun together.
And some people could say because it's a new partnership, there's going to be trouble in the middle, especially with two forehands. But talk about the advantage of having two forehands in the middle.
Well, that's a team we've never played before, so it's going to be a new look for them regardless. But, you know, playing against an established team, obviously we'll have some advantages that they haven't seen us before. But it's nice playing with a partner that's always going to back you up and maybe create and put you guys in a position that you have an advantage. Hi.
All right, Rob and Connor moving on in the men's doubles. Michelle, back to you.
Who's Rob Cassidy saying hi to? That's what I want to know.
To you, Michelle. He's saying hi to you.
Squirrel moment. On the ground and scrappy in this one, Dave.
He was, and the Garnett flying two-handed backhand was right where we thought it would be, on point and wrecking people, and Cassidy playing great alongside. So these guys are looking good.
Our first round action continues here on center court. This is the round of 32. We will get you back out to Denver for our next opening round match. Stay tuned.
Follow your vibe. Vizzy Hard Seltzer, flavor for every vibe. It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Tucson with America's best warranty. Right now, get 0% APR financing on the 2023 Hyundai Tucson. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Back on center court, getting you set up for our next opening round matchup. Zane Navratil, Darian Young taking the stage, and first time for us calling a Zane Navratil match. Dave, what are you looking out for him in men's doubles after he made a nice little run with Irina Tereshchenko in mixed doubles yesterday?
Real good play out of Zane. Interesting that we have him following Connor Garnett. Similar in great, quick, athletic players. Really can pop the two-handed backhand himself. Doesn't do the flying, running two-handed backhand as much as Garnett has. All the shots he has been working on, everything that he can finish at the kitchen line, and Zane blowing us kisses and waving to the crowd. Thank you, Zane. Pretend signs our camera there. So one of the great showmen in all our sport, and as you mentioned, played a really good mix. Is a player that this is a dangerous team with DJ Young, who can make a lot of things happen as well. So this is a team, when you run into them and you're part of the draw, it can be really scary because they're going to be going for things. DJ Young has every shot and more in his weaponry.
Their opponents, Augustus Guh and Daniel Jensen. Jensen in the black t-shirt on your screen. His partner, Guh, in the gray t-shirt across the way. Lesser known entities breaking into the pro circuit. Here in men's doubles, they're the 26 seed. Navratil and Young, the clear front runners in this one. So if you're the underdogs, what's the best way to approach? I guess on both sides, when you have a known entity, Navratil and Young, and then the underdogs who are just on the precipice of breaking through.
So Augustus is a University of Arizona tennis guy, so you're going to see the tennis coming from him. And the question you always have with these, and there's so many coming into the sport from lots of different sports, but especially tennis, obviously, because of the strokes looking similar. Have they refined their game into what can work for pickleball?
As for Jensen, what should his approach be alongside his partner Guh in this one?
I think the big story here is you probably know what Zane and DJ can do. So if you are somebody that looks at brackets and prepares, and especially as an underdog, you should be doing that. So you know that DJ Young is going to try a lot of unique shots and trickery, and be prepared that that could be coming. Zane will play a little more straight up game, but has a lot of weaponry on his side as well. So if I'm them, I'm playing the way I like to play first and see where that stacks up versus a very good team on the other side, and then work it from there. The advantage they have is that it is very unlikely that DJ and Zane have a book on them. So you've got a lefty-righty, which, as we talked about in the first match of the day, is an advantage with those two forehands in the middle of the court. So let's see if they can walk out on center for their first match of the day and shock the world.
DJ Young, he's a fiery player. What kind of steps are you looking for him to take when it comes to men's doubles?
You know, the question, we've got, he's a Zaniac sign going on back there from the hype squad. They're always quick with the jokes. DJ knows it's consistency. Everybody knows he's got every shot in the book, but hitting the right shot at the right time and consistently hitting those foundational elements, making his way from the baseline to the kitchen line is his opportunity. But once he gets there, as you even see in warm-up, those fast hands and the devastating backhand roll that he can put right on the ground and points quickly. So all the shots, it's a matter of what will we see today. And, you know, again, the other factor obviously is who's got the mountain air dialed in and calibrated just right here in the morning. We had a very hot day on Thursday. Cooler, we will not get anywhere near the 90s today. So these are beautiful playing conditions for these four players.
Yeah, 70 degrees and sunny, not a whole lot of wind. Altitude still in full effect, as you'll notice. Lighter air means the ball flies both vertically and laterally, as Dave discussed in our last match.
Yeah, sometimes you don't think about that. You think deep, meaning straight ahead, but when you try and hit a ball and curl it sideways and across court, that altitude's there no matter where that ball is flying. So I think Navratil and Young just want to get off to a good start when you play a new team, and Zane smiling away as he always does. He always puts on a good show for the fans. You do not want to give them hope. You do not want them to get up 5-1 or something, and then suddenly they're like, hey, man, we can get this done here today. They believe that, obviously, when they walk on the court when you enter.
Game one,
but
time
you
in.
don't want to give them that belief as we start a match.
0-0-2.
So let's play pickleball.
DJ Young, the first server in this match.
Side out.
Missed third into the net. Guh and Jensen with the first chance to get on the board here.
0-0-1. Second serve. 0-0-2. Point.
Guh and Jensen on the board first.
1-0-2.
Nice job of shutting down that two-handed attack from Navratil through the middle.
Side out. Zero, 1-1. Second serve.
A couple of early misses for both Navratil and Young.
0-1-2. Side out.
Nice job by Jensen there, taking advantage of a high third from DJ Young and getting that down, setting
1-0-1.
up. So good start for the 26 seed.
Second serve. One, 0-2.
Oh, call. Ooh.
We're stopping
Is that a bug?
play, and there's
Gentlemen, we're going to
debris of
replay
some
that point.
sort. And he was
That's
holding it
valid
like
hinder.
there was a
We're going to replay that
insect.
point.
I think it was a bug.
1-0-2.
Let's have
Let's
another
see
look.
what that cam can.
What kind of insect do we
look at
have
that-
here?
Look at that thing.
That's a monster.
I need my daughter, who's a zookeeper,
Oh.
to come identify this.
Oh, no.
You ready, receiver?
Oh.
Oh, dear,
Here we go.
sir. Okay.
1-0-2.
Mr. Jensen not scared at all.
Fearless.
I would have gone nowhere near that thing.
Not what I expected to see this morning.
No.
Replay continues.
Side out.
So
Daniel
if you have the
Jensen.
ball in front of you as the left side player there, just have that paddle out in front, two-handed backhand up and high, and yep, you were
0-1-1.
late on that, sir.
Point.
The other thing we noticed playing last night is if you get that ball up in the air and not give it any
1-1-1.
sort of arc, it is gone, as that return right there was.
Point.
What a play from DJ Young, setting himself up, closing on the two-handed backhand. And to your point, really impressive for the players that aren't used to the altitude to
2-1-1.
dial it in.
Yes.
Certainly an advantage to the Utah-based players.
Second serve.
So DJ Young goes back to the same spot, and Jensen is ready and got it with like a reverse
2-1-2.
tomahawk there. You don't usually counter with that, but he got his paddle in position. Well done.
Side out.
The longer this score is close, that just
1-2-1.
will build confidence in Guh and Jensen.
Second
Navratil.
serve.
I would say that would be the heavy no-go zone, and usually you hate it if your
1-2-2.
partner gets tagged on a ball you shouldn't have hit there. Guh got tagged on his own.
Side out.
Yeah, neither side has been able to establish themselves at the kitchen in this match so far at all, and that's why we've had many side outs and just
2-1-1.
3 points on the board. Again, part of that calibrating isn't just hitting serves and returns, but getting the third shots on the ground. And there's another one there. We see Navratil look up to the heavens. Can't believe he left it that high. And Young is just trusting that so much and takes one off that left arm there.
Point. Three, 1-2. Side out.
Another miss for third for DJ Young. These two have played together
1-3-1.
over 20 times. Familiar with each other's game, Navratil and Young.
Point.
Miss in the middle.
Yeah, and you say they've played together so much, so you would think that ball specifically, but both players thought, ooh, that's perfect for Zane's two-handed backhand, and Zane thought, ooh, that's perfect for DJ's forehand, so neither one swung. There's a good tomahawk, and there's just relentless power from Young. Tomahawk is the first shot you will see here where you take the paddle and reverse it and hit through it as an aggressive shot. You can get more reach on that by holding it in that way, and sets up a kill shot.
Wow, what a pickup there from Augustus Guh.
Hello, Augustus. That was nice.
What a name, by the way.
Yes.
3-3-2. Point. Four, 3-2.
Big early finish for DJ Young.
It's not the best drop shot I've ever seen right here, but he baits him into going down the line, and such a great athlete is DJ Young.
3-4-1.
It's one of the challenges of the altitude, is keeping those thirds low on the ground, as you would say.
Jensen's been swatting with sort of that forehand dominant attacking position to counter, but just pushed that last one wide.
Second serve.
There you see the tricks that Young tries. He tried to flick a topspin lob up over Jensen.
4-4-2.
Didn't make good contact with that one at all.
Point.
Patient point for Navratil and Young. Taking back a 1-point lead. It's taking them a minute to get going.
Yeah, a little sloppy start for these two.
Point.
And Jensen gets a little impatient with that choice as well, and he probably played an out ball again. Talked about balls going wide through the altitude as well. That ball was going to go probably a foot wide that he played off the DJ Young paddle.
Side out.
Nice shot by Guh right there, excuse me. And if you can get on top of that and get the right roll, catches DJ Young looking for it on the other side of his body.
Cameron Blackwood telling us that Augustus, you just saw on the screen, has quite a fan club here in Denver, calling him Augie. Plenty of shouts from the crowd as the fan base picks up here at the O-Snap Denver Open.
Point.
And Zane's missed a couple step backs, which means you let a third drop. So on the fourth, and
5-6-2.
missed one on the forehand and the backhand here.
Oh, what defense from Jensen. Navratil finally sent it far enough off the court to put that one away.
And that was after two just miracle gets from
6-5-1.
Young and Navratil when they were way behind on the point. So a fortunate rally for those two.
Is it easier to put away overheads in the altitude, would you say?
I don't think
No
that's
different.
different. I don't think that's any different. You know, looking up into the sky is more of
6-5-2.
a factor there. So just judging the flight of the ball.
Point.
Fast hands from DJ Young once more. 2-point lead for the 7th seed.
He's got the tomahawk, and then here's the scorpion where you get low and punch it down, and that's all you have to
7-5-2.
do with that. Well orchestrated from Young there.
Point.
And got to put the ball in the kitchen on the ground
Timeout
against
receiver.
DJ Young, because he
8-5.
can hurt you so many ways. He's long, he uses that reach, and
Timeout.
just got it separated a little bit here.
Timeout called on the court. We will take 1-2.
Verse 6 Raw, a sweet spot of price and performance. All of the features you asked for, brought to you by the experts at Pickleball Central. Toray T700 Raw Carbon technology creates lasting spin, and a unique elongated shape amplifies power and broad court coverage. Experience enhanced control with a hybrid core and the flexibility of an extended handle for two-handed shots. An octagonal grip with sealed edges guarantees comfort. Verse 6 Raw, your game elevated.
Check this out. This is Venom Go by Hype Rise. You stick this pod on this pad and boom, instant relief wherever you need it. With 9 different variations of heat and vibration, you can soothe your sore muscles instantly. The tight spot on your neck, that little knot on your back, that shoulder that always bugs you, and your tight calf after a ride, say bye-bye to the pain and soreness. Heating up 6 times faster than any other heating pad. Ooh, that's hot. It's designed to get you out and moving. What are you waiting for?
Bring it on.
Pack all the things. Fly on your schedule. Reward yourself and girls whenever. Stay or go when you wanna. And more is on the way. So when you're ready to go, go with heart. Go with Southwest.
Seconds. 15 seconds.
Back on center court, Zane Navratil, DJ Young finding their footing here, up 8-5 in game 1. This is the opening round of 32 first round matches.
Side out.
That's a ball Navratil usually makes 10 out of 10 times.
Good look at Augustus
5-8-1.
right there. He wants to get 11. This is a guy that perfect score
Point.
on the SAT math. 800 out of 800. That's a smart cookie over there too, and a great lefty
6-8-1.
tennis player, and welcoming him and the Augie fan club to pickleball. And there's an Augie. Fortunate little skipper off the tape, and here this is what happens. It gets dangerous. Now we're talking
7-8-1.
7-8 here in the first.
Second serve.
Big hold there for Navratil and Young. Jensen and Gubb putting up quite a fight, to your point.
7-8-2.
Hanging right in this game. Oh, patient
Side
point.
out.
Bounce off the tape for Navratil. Earns the serve back on their side. That's a tough bounce for Jensen.
8-7-1. Second serve.
DJ just said, I am finishing this point one way or the other, and unfortunately finished it wide. Look out, Zane. Oh, he was way in the kitchen too there, so that didn't end up mattering.
Side out.
Here we go again.
Quick 2 holds. Daniel Jensen
7-8-1.
takes back the first serve opportunity on his side. Big ATP for Jensen, and we have a tie game here on center court.
Yeah, nice job of recognizing that early. Lets it get all the way wide, and
8-8-1.
Young wasn't sure, is that going to make it all the way? I think it would have.
Second serve.
Wow, unlucky off the tape there at 8-all.
Twice 8-7 and now 8-8. Augustus Guh, the second server, try to get a lead late here in game 1.
Side out.
A little ambitious on that poach.
Go with a lot ambitious there. I like the idea, and you need to be ready, but
8-8-1.
if it's not exactly where you want it, especially at that score, just let that ball go, and cannot let that carry over to the return.
9-8-1. Point.
Ouch.
You get that close, and then you give up 2. Now game point for Navratil and Young. They were right there, Jensen and Guh.
10-8-1.
All the pressure off Navratil and Young. Easy backhand finish for Zane Navratil. It's closer than they probably wanted. 11-8 finish, and the 7th seed looking to sweep in game 2.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour.
DJ Young, Zane Navratil took the opening game 11-8. What adjustments would you like to see on their side, despite taking game 1? It was a slow start.
It all up.
Yeah.
Missed fourths, missed thirds when they had the ball. Just play a little sharper with the foundational elements, and there's a foundational element that Jensen not happy about, and showed us his soccer skills there, a little frustrated. And they have to throw away the fact that they missed 2 returns at 8 apiece when they were right there.
Second serve.
And sloppy is what sloppy continues to be with a missed serve to start out.
Oh, little half scorpion match on the side of Daniel Jensen.
Yeah, and he's been sitting very forehand heavy, and that sets him up when the ball comes back across his body because he doesn't let it get to the left hip. So well done from Jensen.
Point.
Another little creative flick lob. That first one missed by a foot, and this one was 2 feet short. And Jensen's like, not my birthday, or maybe it is. There's a 1 in 365 chance that I'm right on that.
Second serve.
But if you want to beat this team, every third's got to be made there. Augie's got to put that into the kitchen and give them a chance to play. Wow, way too high. So you're just letting Navratil and Young not play at their best and not pay the price.
0-1-1. Second serve. Zero, 1-2. Point.
Finesse finish. Punch down the middle for DJ Young.
Yeah, Jensen, you just cannot run around your backhand over there and then try and hit a ball through the middle of the court. 2 paddles were waiting for that one.
Side out.
And another slow start for Navratil and Young here in game 2. Jensen and Gud trying to make some waves. They were close in game 1.
Point.
Ball is long, and a good step in for Daniel Jensen to create the chaos.
Yeah, it's been very aggressive on the forehand side, and good job of not letting that dink travel to the back of the kitchen, take it out of the air.
Second serve.
Now it's Gub pulling the trigger early and sailing it well deep, and zero, and I mean zero rhythm in this match.
Side out.
Ooh, missed opportunity there for Jensen. He knows it. Serve back on the side of Navratil and Young. 2 tries for them to create some separation here.
Point. Two, 2-1. Point.
Big hands from Navratil.
Yeah, I think Jensen thought, ooh, I got a good piece of that one, and beaten by that man right there.
You're good. Yes, you are, sir. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Second serve.
Absolutely right choice, because Ga was trying to close the middle there, so he was definitely did not have the right side of his body covered, but sails wide.
Side out.
I mean, the third percentage in this match is like 50% when it's usually high 80s
2,
or
3, 1.
90s. When you get deeper into the tournaments.
Point.
That's a good poach there from Gut. Overly ambitious in game 1. He dialed it in game 2.
Yeah, and that one was up in the hitting zone where he could get after it, and that's a split-second decision you have to make.
Second serve.
The mistake he makes there is let Jensen drive it and go get the next one too. So it's little things like that that can, you need to know the roles that you want your team to play.
Side out.
Jensen going for a highlight reel shot there instead of just leaving it in the kitchen and continuing to play. So high risk, crazy pickleball continues on center.
Point.
Jensen has had multiple chances with that forehand in the middle because Young keeps going there. Just late on that one.
Oh,
Second serve.
So when you see your partner go for the Ernie, Navratil identified that and filled in the gap, and then little figure skating routine.
I was gonna say, it looked like Disney on Ice.
Yep.
That's funny. Beautiful pirouette, though.
Yes, lovely. Jensen again couldn't get that forehand block down on the ground. Left it up in the air, and against good players like this, they will counter your counter every time.
Side out. Three, 5-1. Second serve.
Just a casual put away from DJ Young.
It is so nonchalant sometimes and so good when he is on.
Side out.
Inside out redirect from Navratil. That's a beautiful volley right there.
Five, 3-1.
Ooh, that's a nice angle from Augustus Gutt. That tennis background from Arizona shining through.
5-3-2. Point.
Tomahawk season right there from DJ Young. Just a beautiful shot. Again, watch him rotate the paddle. Great look from the net cam there. Thank you, Truck.
That's an ATP. DJ Young will bury every time, and a beauty on the backhand.
And there's usually not violence with an ATP because you have to wait, but that was so high and had all the side spin that he wanted. That was just punished. Well done. So a little highlight reel for DJ.
The 7th seed on top, 7-3 in game 2.
And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it. Quitting was never an option.
Innovation is our specialty. Winning is his. Zane Navratil has won more than 40 pro gold medals and back-to-back Major League Pickleball titles. One of pickleball's most iconic and decorated athletes teamed up with our world-class engineers with one goal in mind: build a paddle that can dominate. The Zane Navratil Signature Paddle, designed for champions by champions. Available now. Pro XR Pickleball. Innovation you can handle.
DJ Young and Zane Navratil creating some separation before the break, up by 4 here in game 2, cleaning things up. What's particularly better on their side right now, Dave Fleming?
You know, I think they both admit that this has not been the level that they wanted, but they fought through it. And in a tournament like this, you're not going to maybe play your best in every match. You just got to win it. And they were able to get a couple of gifts at the end of game 1 that pushed them through to 11 there. And now DJ's made a couple of the highlight reel shots right before the break that we had there. So that'll get him fueled, and we'll see if they can carry that through and end this quickly here in game number 2.
Side out.
Fortuitous net bounce for Guh.
Yeah, that was just weird.
They'll take the break, though. I think they had a couple of those gone against them in game one.
Yeah, if you cut a ball and it just skims the tape, it'll roll back into the net like that.
Oh.
Second serve.
Zane just said to Jensen, I didn't even see you going. And just
3-7-2.
awkward party of one right there.
He had it, right?
Yeah.
Side
Just
out.
couldn't make contact soon enough.
And when Jensen watched this back, he had a lot of opportunities to this point in the match to really do some damage, and it just hasn't quite gone his way.
Second serve.
This is the last first round match being
7-3-2.
played right now in the men's draw. Colin Schick and his partner Jim Dobrin awaiting the winner of this one.
Dangerous team from North Carolina.
And if Navratil and Young don't clean up, could be an upset alert.
3-7-1. Second serve.
Stinking net evens things out.
Three, 7-2.
Just missing.
Point.
The seas had parted just a little, not enough roll from Navratil on that. Great identification of the opening.
4-7-2.
Another missed chance for Jensen into the net. Serve back on the side of Navratil and DJ Young, and a chance to close out the match on their side.
7-4-1.
10-4-1 is the score. Match point.
Second serve.
Excuse me. Score is 7-4-2.
Seven, 4-2. Point.
8-4-2 now for Navratil and Young. 3 points out from taking the match.
8-4-2. Side out.
Gunn Jensen earn it back.
4-8-1. Second serve.
DJ Young so good at attacking the body.
Yeah, and it's so casual, and then he just flicks that forehand right at your body, as you mentioned, and it's just hard to defend that. That ball's gonna hit the video board.
Good catching Zane Navratil out of position.
Point at 5.
5-8-2 the score, down 3.
5-8-2.
Jensen earning his chance, staying patient on the backhand dink. And it's a 2-point game.
And they've slowed it down over the last couple. They've been able to get the thirds on the ground in the kitchen and make their way up to the kitchen line, and it has looked a lot better.
Side out.
So Young and Navratil switched Young over to the left side, and that little formation change stops the bleeding.
8-6-1. Point. Nine, 6-1. Second serve.
Augie's got fans, so instead of letting that go, he just ropes a two-handed backhand.
9-6-2.
DJ Young, that's the power that he possesses.
And you think you're doing okay when he speeds it up there, receiver. But his backhand, the length that he has was so good to cover to his left side, and then your surprise pop-up and good night.
Ready?
And now we've arrived at match point for Navratil and Young, 10-6 in game 2. And while we stay here and look around the remainder of the draw, Dylan Frazier, Matt Wright, all the way through to the quarterfinals already, and a quick journey for them so far, as well as an upset. Rafa Hewitt and Spencer Smith taking down AJ Koller and Erik Lange, the 5 seed.
Yeah,
So
they
the 12
looked
seed.
fantastic warming up this morning. I was out on center, getting a lay of the land and see what the wind, and very little wind out there compared to yesterday, that where it swirled a bit. They looked good warm up, carried that over, so good for them.
Connor Garnett and Rob Cassidy in action right now against Travis Rettenmeyer and Steve Deacon. And of course, this match taking place right now is still in the first round, but lower portion of the bracket. Second round matchup will be winner of this one, looking to be Navratil and Young. And once again against Colin Schick and Jim Dobrin, the NC duo. And of course, as our action turns over to ESPN2 later today, Ben Johns, Collin Johns will be taking on Kyle Yates and Christian Alshon.
That's a good way to hit the national airwaves right there.
I can't wait to see that one. First time Kyle Yates and Christian Alshon playing together, the 16 seed on paper. But this could be a little more interesting than one would expect.
Yes, sir, you are.
Yeah, Yates and Ben Johns, former partners, of course.
That match coming your way in about 30 minutes over on ESPN2. Can't wait to have you there. We'll continue match point here on center court. An Ernie finish, a feathery touch from DJ Young. Navratil and Young, the 7 seed, on to the second round. What did you like about the way they turned things on the second half of game 2?
I mean, that couldn't have been a more DJ Young kind of a finish there. Some sloppy thirds, some running into Zane in the middle of it, but then beautiful, ferocious ATP, and then a sweet little feathery finish for Young. So, hey, not their cleanest, but a win is a win.
Win is a win, and we will talk things over with the winners next with Cameron Blackwood.
corner booths, sticky floors, catching breaks, and second wins. You never forget the way some things taste. Great taste, 96 calories. Tastes like Miller time.
Back in the Mile High City, as on display here with the Denver faithful out supporting the elite pickleball talent on display as we throw it down now to the third member of our crew. Cameron Blackwood is with Zane Navratil and DJ Young on to the second round.
Zane, a slow start to this, not a real rhythm with the game all the way throughout the match. What are the basics that you go back to just find some sort of groove?
Yeah, well, DJ and I are a pretty disruptive team. We like to make sure that our opponents don't have much rhythm, and we definitely made sure that we didn't get any rhythm too. So that's about what happened.
And you guys were switching between going straight up and stacking. What were you looking for with those switches?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think either one of us is super comfortable right now, so you're trying to figure it out, who's playing better on the left or on the right, and, you have to mix it up to figure that out. So that's kind of like the game plan for the most part.
DJ and Zane, moving on in the men's doubles. Michelle, back to you.
Great job.
Cameron, thanks so much. And yeah, it took a little while for DJ Young and Zane Navratil to find their rhythm. Still found a way to get it done against a scrappy team.
Yeah, when you're Jensen and God, this was a day when maybe you could have grabbed an upset because there were mistakes on the other side, and you heard the players even admit that they weren't sharp, but they figured it out. And again, if they do figure it out, including some figure skating there in the middle of it from Zane Navratil, but all of the fun from DJ Young started to come out at the end. The two-handed backhand, the big forehand finish, and then a gorgeous Ernie to end the match. So they will play on, and we'll see how they do in the second round and beyond.
If we learn one thing, we know that Zane Navratil has the footwork to show for it. Collin Johns on display as he awaits his ESPN2 matchup with his brother Ben Johns. That match coming your way on ESPN2, top of the hour. Their opponents, you ask? One of the originals of the sport, Kyle Yates and his partner, Christian Elshot. They are the 16 seed taking on the #1 team in the world, Ben Johns and Collin Johns. They do not lose. That match coming your way. Top of the hour on ESPN2. What are you looking forward to in this one?
A couple of very interesting teams. You have the team that's been dominating, and then a couple of South Florida guys that want to mess them up and steal their lunch money.
All right. Join us on ESPN2. This one coming your way next. Can't wait.